Welcome to the ABL Preview Show. My name is Mawina, and this week we come bearing gifts. 2 games a day for you, lined up from Tuesday right through to Saturday. So let's get into it. Who are we tipping for what, and who is playing whom? It's week 7 of the ABL Preview Show in the Women's League and the Division 1 Men's League. We start off strong on Tuesday with a game between Reformers and Air Force Women. Now, Reformers are in good form after winning their last 2 games and will be looking to keep the streak going. This match should be an easy one for them, as Air Force have struggled all season and are still yet to win a game. They are part of a group with the University of Ghana Lynxes and Tudu Galaxy, all in the Women's League, who are yet to win any of their games in the season so far. This game is expected to be one-sided, and it would be a big surprise if Air Force manages to beat Reformers. But it's the Accra Basketball League, and you can never tell. GRA and BSA closed out the game on Tuesday as the first game in the Division 1 Men's League. Just 2 weeks ago, this would have been an easy call for GRA, but apparently they are still reeling off their defeat from Spintex Knights. Many expected them to bounce back from that defeat with a win against Air Force, but that wasn't going to be the case, as Air Force handed them a second successive defeat. GRA will be looking forward to getting the wind back in their sail against a dangerous opponent in BSA, who are also desperately in need of a win to keep their survival hopes alive in the D1 Men's League. Who is going to win this one? Join us at the LWAC Sports Stadium on Tuesday to find out. High-flying Navy will take to the court against Galaxy in our first game on Wednesday. Navy have been the surprise package this season in the Women's League. Heading into the season, we describe them as capable but often plagued with episodes of inconsistency and a lack of focus. Coach TJ, however, seems to have found the formula on the court with 4 wins and 5 propelling them to the playoff spots in the Women's League this season. Their opponents, Galaxy, meanwhile, have lost all their games this season, despite showing flashes of improvement on the court. Navy will be confident of a win in this game and will be up to date Trisha, Josephine, and the rest of the Galaxy team to try as they turn their season around with their first win. We close out Wednesday with a showdown between 2 teams with a spring in their step after recovering from early season upsets. The University of Ghana men's team will take on Air Force in what should be an action-packed game. Both teams are coming off confidence-boosting victories and will back themselves to take the win in this game. The 2 teams have very similar playing styles, daring and full of running in all 4 quarters, mixing team cohesion with some moments of individual magic. The stage is set for what could be an edgy encounter, and we invite you to join us at the LWAC Sports Stadium to find out how it goes on Wednesday. The University of Ghana Lynxes continue their hunt for a win this season, and this Friday, they face the unenviable task of taking on the absolute best in the league. The Braves of GRA team have looked the part this season, putting away their opponents with ease while playing some of the best basketball we have seen in the division. It will be disingenuous to suggest anything short of a convincing win for GRA, but we can only be sure after 4 quarters on Thursday. Police take on Reformers in the last game on Thursday. Police sold us dreams when they beat Coldstore in their first game this season. It's been downhill since then, with 4 games that they've played so far ending in absolute defeat. They take on a Reformers team who have had their own problems this season with a spell of 3 losses in a row, but who have since bounced back with a hard-fought win in their last game against highly rated Task. For Reformers built some momentum by seeing off a free-falling Police to arrest their bad form by bagging a win. The LWAC Sports Stadium will decide on Thursday. And speaking of Police, their women's team take on BSA in the first 2 games on Friday. Now, BSA have been an absolute breath of fresh air this season, proving that they are no pushovers. Win or lose, they go fearlessly against anyone in the league, regardless of their narrative. Their mettle will, however, be tested against a Police team that are currently at the top of the league log in the women's division with 4 out of 5 wins this season. Despite the pedigree of the Police team, they will know that BSA are no pushovers, and underestimating them could derail their winning streak. So, what's it going to be, Police or BSA? We'll find out on Friday. Task and Summer Youth will battle it out in our last game on Friday. Task's results so far this season have been strange, to say the least. With so many movements over the season, fans had pegged them as their favorites for the title coming into the season. The results on the court, however, have failed to live up to expectations. With just one win in 4 games, Coach Samori's men are close to being relegated as things stand. The good news, however, is that they face off with a team with a similar record of just 1 win from 5 games so far. It almost doesn't feel real to say this, but the two teams are evenly matched going into the game, and both teams will be looking forward to claim the win to move up the standings. We close out Saturday's games in the Women's League with Army taking on Aces. Army are looking to bounce back after a heavy defeat to GRA last week. Aces also suffered a loss to Navy, having won just 1 game in their season so far, which they played against University of Ghana Lynxes. And we know the Lynxes have so far struggled this season. So we have 2 teams looking to get back on track with a win. The question is, who takes it home? On Saturday, we find out at the ABL Sports Stadium. And now to the game we all look out for when the calendar is drawn, a historic fixture that has been played on many stages across Accra, and with each team enjoying periods of dominance. It's Nungua Coldstore versus Spintex Knights in game week 7 of the Accra Basketball Division 1 Men's League. Coldstore has historically been the kryptonite for Spintex Knights, but the Nobles have fought back and had the upper hand in recent years. Last season, the two teams faced off 4 times, twice in the regular season and twice in the playoffs finals. The Nobles made it a clean sweep of 4 wins out of 4 games, with the infamous case of Coldstore walking away from one of the games standing out. As you can tell, there will be more than just 2 points on the line this Saturday, and you should definitely keep an eye out for more updates on this game throughout this week. But most importantly, join us at the ABL Sports Stadium on Saturday. This is a game you do not want to miss. And there you have it, 10 games lined up for you this week. Our gift starts on Tuesday through to Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. each day, except on Saturday where our first game begins at 3 p.m. So please do join us at the ABL Sports Stadium to see all the action in person. Alternatively, you can follow us across our social media handles, where we'll be bringing you up to speed with every game and what's happening. My name is Mawina, and this is week 7 of the ABL Preview Show in the Division 1 Men's League and the Women's League. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.